for Board of Public Works and Safety meeting. Wow. Roll call, please. Here?
Here.
Here.
Are there any conflict of interest statements?
No, sir.
Okay, approval of the minutes of the meeting of September 19th, 2024.
Motion to approve those minutes.
And I second them.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
See, bid openings. I see we have 2 bids for the 2024 Hammond Lighting Project. The first one is from Hawk Enterprises out of Crown Point, Indiana. And we have the bid proposal. The Form 96. And the bid bond, yep. I think we'll be in here in the back. And the non-collusion affidavit. And the bid from Hawk Enterprises is, I think I went right past that, $726,773.59. Does anybody need that again? $726,773.59. And that's from Hawk Enterprises. The second one is from Midwestern Electric. And we have the bid proposal, we have the bid bond, we have the Form 96, and we have the non-collusion affidavit. And the bid from Midwestern Electric is $562,560.04. Again, that's $562,560.04.
Good morning to the board.
Good morning.
Thank you to the bidders who submitted. I ask that you refer this to Nice Engineering, who was the design engineer, for review, tabulation, and recommendation.
Okay.
Motion to refer to Nice Engineering for review, recommendation, and tabulation.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 6, matters from other department heads or their representatives. Anybody? Okay, moving on to number 7, correspondence, letter A. Correspondence received from William Short, Chief of Police, advising of the termination of Officer Tyler Johnson, effective the close of business on September 19th, 2024.
Motion to approve Chief Short's request.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter B, correspondence received from Amy Smith, Insurance Administrator, requesting the approval for the wellness screening with Powers Health, New Healthy Me, submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter C, correspondence received from Rhonda Dowd, Deputy Director, requesting to trade vehicles from Public Works to Alberts to replace the ones received on the lease program, submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter D, correspondence received from Controller's Office requesting the approval of the renewal of amusement device license for Chuck and Irene's Bar, Pudlow's Bar and Grill, and Jason's Sports Bar and Grill.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter E, correspondence received from Milestone requesting approval to reduce eastbound and westbound traffic to 1 lane on 165th Street from Indianapolis Boulevard to approximately 500 feet west as part of Phase 2 beginning on or after September 30th, 2024.
So this is a continuation of the project that's on Indianapolis Boulevard. We're building a traffic signal at the Sportsplex. This is work that's being done on 165th. That was included on the work that the state wanted, consideration on, and some resurfacing, and we'd ask for your approval.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter F, correspondence received from Hammond Hermits Athletic Association requesting to block the intersections of 141st Street and Dearborn Avenue and 142nd Street and Dearborn Avenue on October 12th, 2024, from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. with EMA assistance for their annual trunk or treat festivities. Yeah, we're good with this. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Motion to approve and to forward to EMA for follow-up.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter G, correspondence received from Brian Miller, Director of Public Safety, Purdue University Northwest, requesting permission to hold their Honors College 5K Run Walk on October 5th, 2024, from 8:30 a.m. to 10:45 a.m., and requesting EMA assistance. Yeah.
Motion to approve and forward to EMA.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay, number 8, matters from board members.
None, it's just, most things are just jerk water, so we just move past them.
I was going to ask you guys if you had any jerk water
Okay.
things to talk about.
I do.
Okay. New business, number 9, letter A, C-Click Fix, no truck sign request on 177th at Klein Avenue.
Do you have the,
Yep.
you have the request in front of you, right? I mean, there is, from my observation, there is a no truck sign there. I think the request is to add no through trucks. It's posted as no trucks, so you could certainly have Public Works install the newer emblems that, you know, that defines what the
fine
penalty
attached.
is, right? That could be switched out for that sign. I mean, it's already posted as no trucks, but if they want the newer sign, I don't have any objection to what's being requested. It is already posted, no trucks.
I think that's a good request. I mean, we'll do that. We'll add that sign or remove this sign and put that sign there?
Yep.
Okay.
Motion to approve and to forward to Public Works for follow-up.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter B, C-Click Fix, 1205 through 1213 Indiana Street, people disobeying do not enter signs.
So this has sort of become a confusion. It was referred to PD, and PD responded, we don't put up signs or cameras, so it sort of went. All we're really asking is for enforcement, right? So patrols that could go over there to periodically check to see if people are in fact disobeying the
Right.
do not enter sign. That was the point, not so much that the board needed to take, you know, any action, but to refer to PD. It sort of, when it came in, it went to street department, then it went to PD, and then there was comments from PD, and then it came to constituent services, and then to the law department. So I think what we're trying to ask is, would PD look at it from an enforcement position rather than any additional signs necessary there? The signs already exist.
Yeah, absolutely. This was kind of, like you said, it was very convoluted because everybody was getting involved, and they wanted to know why we weren't putting up signs, meaning the police department. And we just told them we can't do that. It has a process, so.
But the signs already exist,
Right,
right?
right.
There are two signs facing, if you were to observe looking north, right? There's two signs, they're not side by side, they're one's in front of another one, and right, it's not that we want signs, it's that we need people to enforce the
Okay,
people who are disobeying the sign.
we'll take care of the enforcement.
Thank you.
Okay.
So motion to deny any additional signage and to forward to PD for enforcement.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter C, right-of-way permits received from engineering submitted for approval.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
We have 15 requests. A majority is NIPSCO with pole upgrades with equipment, so I would recommend approval. 2 other ones are from AT&T to run some lines into the apartment complex in Hessville on 169th Street
Okay,
by a water tower. And one is from Permacio to go into the sewer for their drainage, for their sump pump. So I would recommend approval of all.
okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Letter D, garage sale permits submitted for approval.
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Letter E, request for rental registration hearing submitted for approval.
Motion to set the rental registration hearings for October 10th, 2020.
And I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Number 10, old business. Letter A, First Baptist Church of Hammond requests to close State Street from Willow Court to Oakley Street each Sunday from 1 p.m. until 9 p.m.
So this was on the agenda last week. We asked the church to come and speak to us about this. I haven't met the gentleman from the church yet about this subject. So the situation was that State Street was closed for the Westlake extension for many, many months, right? And so it sort of acted as a dead end for a long time. Now that connection's been made again. And so the roadway's open now for traffic. And the request from the church is to close that for 8 hours every Sunday. And I guess what we asked, if the church could come in and sort of describe the reason for having an 8-hour closure every Sunday for those hours.
Sure.
Can you give us your name, sir?
My name's Marcus Bachman.
Okay.
I work for First Baptist Church Security. We're on the administration with Steve McGraw, who's our head of security. What we're requesting right now, as many of you know, we have buses that come in every Sunday bringing inner city kids to church. And right now, those buses are parking on Willow Court along the railroad tracks, just like they have before. The thing is, though, on Sunday night, especially when it starts getting dark outside, there's not a whole lot of lighting. And then, of course, the kids are gathering in the street. So it's an active road. Cars are going up and down the road. The kids aren't getting directly on the bus right away. So there's that danger there. What we're asking is that we can block State Street from Oakley to the edge of the church itself, church building itself. So we're not blocking parking lots and all that kind of stuff, just that one section between Oakley and the parking lot on the west side. And that would allow the buses to be able to park right next to the building. And that would give the people a direct route straight to the buses, give us area to block off. And then that also, there's more streetlights there as well, so that it's more visible for other drivers to see what's going on when they pull up and they see buses are parked on that road.
But you mentioned that the reason for this is the majority of the time is because it's getting dark.
It's getting dark.
So why from 1 p.m. then to 9 p.m.? Why
Just
such a
to
long
give
period of time?
people, because we already have buses coming back from Chicago by 1:30, 2 o'clock. And so that gives them the option to park right away, and it just gives us a pattern of where they're parking as well.
So you, for the lack of a better term, you're operating the church
Sure.
for school-aged children
Right.
from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yes.
every Sunday.
Sure.
So there's,
Yeah, there's constant traffic. Everybody's a little bit different on when they come back from their routes and whatnot. The idea is that you could still head west on State Street out of any of the parking lots, because now that's opened up past the tracks. If you needed to, you can cut across the parking lot to get on Willow Court and head east. And Oakley would still be opened on the north side to go past the old federal building and all that kind of stuff as well. So traffic could still flow. It would give a flow of traffic. It would just be blocking that one area right next to the building.
See, the problem is we have other churches and schools in the city.
Sure.
And schools have asked for something similar.
Okay.
And we've asked them to cut it in half and have a morning session, break
Sure.
it down and have an evening session. An 8-hour window, it to me, feels like too much time to block a street.
Sure.
You could have security out there or adults helping kids cross the street or something.
Right.
During the daylight hours. I'm not opposed to doing something maybe in the evening, but 8 hours seems like a long time.
Okay.
So, and I don't know how you feel, Dean, but that's how I feel
well,
about it.
I guess I don't need to know what you're doing, but I'm thinking, what is the operation that exists normally churches are open until about noon or so.
Sure,
And
right.
then they're done for the day. Do you have activities for children beginning at 1 PM and extending all the way to 9 PM every Sunday?
Yes, so we have afternoon programs going on at City Baptist, we're just off of Seoul, so we have kids getting bused back and forth from there as well. And then, of course, the night service starts at 6 PM. Typically, it's done by 8, but then that gives us a half-hour, 45-minute window to be able to make sure everybody's loaded up and out of there.
So is the idea that if State Street was closed, that the buses would simply line up on State Street? Is that what you're trying to accomplish?
Yes, so that
So
basically,
in other words, that it would basically be a bus park, State Street would basically be a bus parking lot during the time it's closed? Is that
Yes.
what you're saying? Okay. So instead of parking on the sides of the street, you want to use the whole street for bus parking for unloading and loading?
yes,
Yeah, I mean, I think, we've got, like you said, Jeff, we have a lot of churches that have buses, and I mean, obviously, First Baptist is the largest example, right?
Right, right.
That their scale is much different than a lot of the churches in town, or in the city, but, yeah, we gotta figure out a way to make this work, because I understand the safety. Have you guys thought about, like, instituting, like, or having crossing guards, or having, like, other security that can help maybe block off the road during busy times so the kids can get across?
sure. We have thought about that. We've also recommended it. A lot of people just don't want to stand out in the street and direct traffic. People don't pay attention, anybody that's ever directed traffic understands you'll have drivers that aren't paying attention or just go even though you're telling them to stop and whatnot. Our security personnel basically is there all day, so as soon as church lets out, they're leaving with their families to go home and get ready for school the next day and whatnot. But we have worked on trying to implement different things. The biggest thing for us is that if there could be lighting added, more lights added on Willow Court, that'd be awesome. But again, we're just trying to come up with a solution on our end, what we were thinking, what we would be able to do that's already there. So there's lights already there on the sidewalk. It's right there. Nobody's needing to cross the street. They literally exit the building and get on their buses and then be on their way.
I just think we may need time to think about this.
Sure.
Because St. John Bosco is another church/school in our city.
Sure.
And I recall they came and asked to shut certain streets down for the whole day, and we said, no.
Sure.
You have in the morning and you have in the afternoon. So I think we're going to have to find some kind of middle ground here and see if there's a shorter period of time. You mentioned the evening hours.
Sure.
I think I can live with that.
Sure.
And we could start with that and see how, but I think we need to discuss this and then maybe get back to you.
And if you've got like
Definitely.
maybe a drawing that can help
Yes.
the
Sure.
board show a plan, like here's where they are now, here's where they would want them to be during this time, here's the
Right.
route. I think that'd help them visualize it and me.
For sure.
Yeah, and I'm going to actually
Definitely.
take a drive over there, but
Right.
I think we need to talk about it, but I think
Right.
we're leaning towards figuring something more towards the evening hours, not
Sure.
all day from 1 till all the way through.
Definitely. And of course,
Maybe you can meet security out there.
Yeah, maybe I'll get your number, give
Yeah,
you
for
mine,
sure.
and we'll meet out there, and then we'll discuss this, and then I can talk to the board and we can figure out something, okay?
definitely, that works. And of course, we're always open to just, okay, we'll give it a trial run. And then if it's not working or something's messing up, we'll do something else,
Okay, so
obviously.
we're going to take it under advisement. I'll give
Okay.
you my number when the meeting's over and
For
we'll
sure.
talk, okay?
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
Okay.
Thank you for coming today and clarifying what's going on. Thank you.
Motion to table this matter and to set it for status for October, I'm sorry, where we at? What's the, the fifth?
That's one week, October 6th.
So
September
we'll just take it
12th?
under advisement,
October 3rd.
under advisement.
Yeah.
I second, sorry.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the meeting's open to the public. Does anybody have anything they want to say? Come on up to the mic. No, I know, I'm sorry. Can you give us your name, please?
Mona, I'll share.
Okay, can you tell us what you're here for
I'm
today?
here for R&R Food and Deli Mart.
Okay,
So it's about the tobacco license.
okay,
I have been waiting for it. So I came here June 22nd to renew it. And then they told me I have to wait for it. So I sent it. I waited like 2 months. and the day I got it, I came here, and they told me I have a late fees. It was like 200. So I'm trying to see if I can waive it, because
Was
it
that
just
the one
I've
that
been
was set
waiting.
That was
last
this,
week?
It sounds like a hearing is probably got to get
Yeah.
set for an appeal of a business license.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
You're the wrong
Okay.
day.
All
It's
right.
it's
Next week.
reset.
So you need to be here next Thursday at 9 o'clock
Okay.
for the hearing.
Okay.
And then,
It's the tobacco
Well,
license.
tobacco license get issued
Yeah.
by the state.
Yeah, I got it renewed, and now I want the business license.
So it sounds like, sounds to me that probably what happened was she tried to get her business license renewed. They didn't have the tobacco license yet, so they said, you can't renew your business
Right.
license without the tobacco license. Now it sounds like they got the tobacco license, but during that period was when the overlap happened, when the fine takes place, because it's after July 1st. So
Right.
that's, she's
Yeah.
probably appealing the late fee on the business license. So we just need to have
Yeah.
it set for, so it'll be heard next Thursday at 9
Okay.
a.m. Just come back next Thursday at 9.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
sounds good. Thank you.
so, ma'am, before you leave,
Okay.
so why were you were, so the problem was you were waiting on this tobacco license?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the day I got it, I came here and they said if like everything is good, I can get it, but if I want to waive the fees, and then they gave me the hearing.
Can I ask you a question? Did you talk to a gentleman last week? Did you
Yeah.
come here?
He told me to come here this week.
So you've been late on this before? On your business
2
license
years, Nick
before?
said.
No,
2 years, they
it
just paid
just
the late. That's what
it's
he
just
reported.
the first time for me. I don't know.
Okay, so do we want to just hear it next Thursday? Okay, so then just come back next Thursday at 9 a.m., and that'll give us some time to get some more information, and then we'll talk to you then, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Bring any
Thank you.
documentation you have, like, right, it's better to have paperwork that you
Okay.
can show.
Thank you.
Gotcha. Thank you. Okay, the meeting's open to the public. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Okay. Ready to,
Motion to adjourn.
I second.
all in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you.